y'all. So today it's finally time for me to get the rest of my winter garden out of the ground and make room for the stuff that's going to be growing in spring and summer. I'm a little late on it. I had some stuff going that I started a little late. I staggered some of my harvest. So it's like 85-ish, almost 90 degrees already in Florida most days. So I'm definitely a little late getting my broccoli and my carrots out, but better late than never. Just so you can kind of see what we're working with here up close before I harvest it, I did let my broccoli go a little bit longer than I should have, but we're not flowering yet, so we're perfectly fine. As you can see, I did already harvest this broccoli over here. Let me see if I can find the main head. Here we go. So there you can kind of see where I had the main head, and now I've got all of these offshoots growing and they're ready to be harvested. And of course, carrots you can leave in the ground for a pretty long time. It's just really starting to get hot, and these have been in the ground for a very long time. So I'm just gonna pull them up and make room for what I wanna grow now. We are going to get started with the broccoli because it's just, honestly, it's easier. If I were going to leave it to continue growing, I would cut it at an angle, but because this is it for me, it's way too hot for broccoli. I'm just cutting it however. I still kind of angled it out of habit, but this is what we're working with. That first one that I cut was kind of like the runt. That was actually the first time that particular plant had been harvested. Look at this. You get a decent amount of broccoli on the second harvest. This was my first time growing broccoli, so I didn't really know what to expect for either the first or the second round, but I didn't expect to get as much broccoli with the second round of harvesting as I have gotten. And I made a big mistake this year of trying to grow Brussels sprouts too. And I don't want to say it was a mistake because growing Brussels sprouts is certainly a fun journey, but they're big for no reason. And they're a little finicky, especially here in Florida. I found out our mild winter does not seem to work well for them. They didn't love growing here, and growing the broccoli was definitely a lot more satisfying, and I got a lot more out of it. I actually haven't even been able to harvest any Brussels sprouts yet, so that was not a success, but that's okay because when you're gardening, not everything is going to be a success, and that's part of the fun thing about gardening is trying out new stuff and seeing what works well in your micro environment and what doesn't work well, what you enjoy personally. Look at this little baby broccoli. But broccoli is definitely something that I'm going to go big on next year. I think I'll swap it because I went like a full bed of Brussels sprouts this past winter and only a few broccoli plants, and I think I'm going to reverse that. I will probably try Brussels sprouts again, but I'm definitely going to go big on the broccoli and light on the sprouts. Oh man, this is a big one right here. Look at that. And that's a second harvest. That's a second round of growth. When I was looking it up, I was like, okay, so they're going to be smaller offshoots. I wasn't really expecting anything at all. So this is amazing. Broccoli is so satisfying to grow. If you have never tried growing broccoli before and you live in a place where you can grow it, I definitely recommend growing broccoli. I've only gotten through 2 plants so far, and this is how much broccoli I have already, a whole bowl. I don't want this whole video to just be me cutting broccoli and talking about how much I love it, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of it. All right, guys, look at all the broccoli that I got for my second harvest. This is truly amazing. It is way more than I expected, and I'm so excited because homegrown broccoli truly does taste the best. Okay, now that we've got the second harvest, let's go ahead and get rid of our broccoli plants. And it's that simple, guys. Now I've got everything ready to plant spring crops. I already have some cantaloupe sprouted on the sides along the cattle panel that we've very jankily set up to trellis things. And in the middle, I'm going to put some bush cucumbers that I'm trying for the first time this year. And honestly, I just leave all the little decaying leaves and stuff to rot in the bed because they'll just mix with the soil and make it even richer. We are finally ready to pull up these carrots. I don't know if you guys watched my other carrot video where I was doing my first kind of larger harvest, but oh man, I love my garden so much. And I felt so bad for the little carrot babies. I'm just gonna loosen the soil up around these roots. But I felt so bad for them, and I should have thinned them out more than I did, so I expect a lot of little baby carrots like this one that we just pulled. Okay, this one's not so bad. These aren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. I mean, they're not great, right? Like, these are planted way too close together. I really needed to thin them out a lot more than I did, but for how close they were growing together, these are not bad. These are not bad. Like, most of these don't even have an inch of space, so they definitely used the space that they had to grow. That's for sure. This one is short and stubby. This is what I expect. I expect a lot of these. A lot of these guys. Short and stumpy. There's nothing wrong with it, you know, a little girthy boy. Oh, see, this is why I'm pulling them, this right here. You don't want to leave them in too long because they'll start to rot, the bugs will get them, and nobody wants that. Okay, this one looks promising, guys. Oh, is it gonna be stuffy? Oh, baby, look at that bad boy. Now that's a carrot. Okay, that's cool. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. It looked promising. The shoulder looked perfect. Oh my gosh, we have one amazing looking carrot. That's awesome. Go slow, shake it out, and bam. Hey, some of these are okay. This one's like decent length right here. This one too. A lot of little babies, a lot of little babies. But that's okay, because you know what? They all taste the same. Whether they're crooked, short and stumpy, long, thick, and beautiful, they all taste the same. Oh, I was about to say, I think we got another good one, guys. She's not thick, but she's long. That's awesome. This one, oh, it's stubby. Okay, this one looked like it was gonna be awesome, but it's only about 2 inches. It's good thickness though, but only 2 inches long. It's okay, size doesn't matter. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish pulling the rest of these carrots because otherwise this video is going to be really, really long. Okay guys, and that's it. I got all the carrots out of the ground and I'm ready for cucumbers and maybe some more squash in this bed. Let me go ahead and show you what I picked. So I ended up getting a few Girthquishas at the end. Some big ones you can kind of see over here, maybe. I don't know, I can't tell, it's a little bright. I can't really see my screen, so hopefully you're seeing the carrots. I don't actually know, but I think you can see them. But this is a lot of carrots to process. I'm going to keep some out to cook, and the rest I'm probably going to can so that way they stay good for a few months because I'm not going to get through all these carrots right away. That's a lot of carrots. And as you can see, I have a little pile here of little tiny baby carrots that I'm going to actually sacrifice to the deer. We have a whole bunch of deer that come through the property at night almost every day, and we feed them in order to keep them away from the garden. So this is my sacrifice or my tribute to our local wildlife. And that's it guys, thank you for hanging out with me while I get rid of the rest of my winter crops. I do have some Brussels sprout plants to pull that you can see in the background, but I'm just pulling them out. I'm not really getting anything from them, so it's not that exciting. I'm so excited about everything that I grew this winter, and I can't wait to see how this summer goes. Like I said, I'm going to put cucumbers and squash at a minimum, I think, in this bed on this side, and I already have cantaloupe started, and I'm going to be starting some more there, so like and subscribe if you want to continue to follow the journey and get some gardening tips and make a gardening friend. Happy growing, y'all. Bye.